How is it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Wolf Around, and it's great to see you here. I'm starting a cross-platform CUDA hardware acceleration series on my channel. This is the first video, where I'll show you the most efficient way to install CUDA on Windows, step by step. My next video will cover installing CUDA on Linux. Subscribe to the channel, join the pack. You are always welcome here. After installing CUDA, I'll create the first CUDA project of this series using CMake. I'll explain the crucial aspects of CMake in CUDA projects. Without further ado, let's get started. First things first, go to CUDA download page and download the installer. I'll download the local installer for Windows 11. Before running the installer, remember that you need a solid C++ development environment already set up. You can watch my video on setting up the best C++ development environment on Windows. There is a link at the top right corner. Now let's run the installer. Choose the custom installation option. First, I'll uncheck GeForce Experience. You don't need GeForce Experience for CUDA development. And let's see what driver version the installer is offering. I'm highlighting this to show you how to verify version requirements between CUDA and your GPU driver. Let's go to the CUDA release notes page to check minimum required driver versions. For CUDA version 12, your driver version should be higher than 528.33 on Windows, and on Linux, it should be higher than 525.60.13. You need to always check the release notes before the installation. Since my driver version is already above 528.33, I'll uncheck this option too. Complete the installation by clicking through the remaining next buttons. Installation is complete. Now let's check if the installation is successful by inspecting the Windows environment and path variables. After installation, you should see these variables set up. Let's create the first CUDA project of this series, which will print Hello World using a CUDA kernel. First, I'll write the CMake configuration. We are using CMake because this series will cover the cross-platform CUDA development on Windows and Linux. Let's create a CMake list.txt file, and I'll walk you through each line. This line specifies the minimum CMake version required to run this script, version 3.25. If your CMake version is older, CMake will throw an error. This defines the project as CUDA Hello, setting up CMake to compile C++ and CUDA source files. Sets the CUDA standard version to 17, ensuring that CUDA code can use C++ 17 features, which is necessary when mixing modern C++ and CUDA code. Sets the target CUDA architectures to native, meaning it will detect and optimize for the architecture of machine on which the project is being compiled. Finds CUDA toolkit on the system, makes its path and libraries available for use in the project. The required keywords ensures that CMake will throw an error if the toolkit is not found. Prints information about CUDA architectures, library root, include directories, and library directories to the console. This is useful for debugging and verifying that CMake has found the necessary CUDA components. Adds the CUDA toolkit's include directories to the compiler's include path. This allows the project use CUDA headers. If you'd like more in-depth videos on complex CMake topics, Let me know in the comments. This channel is still young, and your support will help me create more content like this. Please consider liking and subscribing if you found this helpful. Join the pack. You are always welcome. Defines the main executable for the project using the main.cu file as the source. Project name variable here refers to CUDA hello, making it easy to reference the project name in the other parts of the script. Enables separable compilation, helpful when a project includes multiple CUDA files. Adds the CUDA library directory to the linker search paths. This helps the linker locate the CUDA libraries required for linking the executable. Links the CUDA runtime library to the executable. The private keyword ensures that this dependency is only available to the CUDA hello target and will not propagate to other targets that depend on it. Project configuration with CMake is complete. Now I'll create the main.cu file, which will be main entry point of the executable. The include IO streamline enables standard input-output, while include CUDA runtime.h provides access to CUDA runtime functions. The global keyword before the return type indicates that this piece of code will be executed on the GPU. Printing within a CUDA kernel is usually for debugging, and here it helps us test our setup. The printf function allows the GPU print messages directly. In main function, I use triple angle brackets for kernel invocation. I'll explain this syntax in future videos. CUDA device synchronize function ensures that the GPU has completed its task before CPU proceeds or exits. Now I'll compile the code. I'll open a separate terminal on the same directory as cmakelist.txt. First, I'll generate the build system files. This command is going to use the CMake configuration I wrote. Here, you can see the output messages we set up in the CMake configuration. CMake even detected the CUDA compiler. Now, let's compile our Hello World CUDA code. And run the executable. Let's print the device computing capabilities. Thank you for watching till the end. If this video was helpful, please like and subscribe. I'm a software engineer specializing in computer graphics and cross-platform C++ development, and I look forward to sharing my experiences with you. In my next video, I'll show you how to install CUDA on Linux. Stay tuned and see you in the next one.